On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what Guan, a blessed and wonderful Tuesday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we're going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. We're going to give an update on two international stories that I brought to you yesterday morning. Then of course we get into the local updates and the local set of stories. Now the first update is coming out of the arrest that took place involving this criminal element here, presently on your screen identified as Raymond Pine. Now the police them arrest him for a portion of drug related charges long so. Yeah, man. So for those who missed yesterday morning's vlog, go back, go watch the vlog there so you can get a better understanding of what we are talking about in the morning, yeah. Now, he was arrested by the police and placed before the courts. He's presently in the main jail in the Broward County Sheriff area there, and he's not on any form of bond. The judge said right now him not get no bail because of the extent of the charges preferred against him. Whole heap of fentanyl, whole heap of white lady, whole heap of weed, whole heap of pill, you name it, the police them find it. I'm two apartment them. But to get to understand that the two apartments is not necessarily his personal apartments, but the apartments belonging to his two females. One is said to be his wife and the other is said to be him keep girl. So it is said that one of them have the apartment in West Palm Beach, which is the keep girl, and the wife had the apartment in Boynton Beach. So we get to understand now that the keep girl on the side, one of them girl that would just date a certain type of man. She call herself Palm Beach Barbie. Now on your screen is a party posters to be held on July 5th for the now incarcerated Raymond Pine. Yeah man, you can see him on the party posters with a SSP in him hand. Because we get to understand so when the man got a party, you know, alone SSP the most expensive of champagne, the money pop straight. Now this is not the first rodeo with Palm Beach Barbie, as he is the second man where she dealt with we end up in a jail for drugs. And also the wife not so lucky neither, because he is now the second man for she, the second husband for she, will end up behind bars for drugs. The first man is now serving a 35 years sentence. So these females only go for certain type of men. And we will call them type of woman upon the program, yeah. Some all crasmite. So for those of you who want to stay far from the crasmites, you know, this picture here presently on your screen is that of Palm Beach Barbie. Yeah man, I don't know how she come by Barbie in a this look here, because every single part on her body is fake. She do breast, she do lip, she do belly, she do body. When time she lose fair 3 pints in the grave there, you know, And after a few years, if some scientists decide that them are going to dig up for look upon what the men and women of yesteryear used to look like, and then pull all fear casket or fear grave, whatsoever it may be, alone silicone and bone, them are going to lie down there. Boy, I tell you, the thing rough, but anyway, make we continue. Now, the next update, my peeps, is surrounding the Jamaican female that lost her life in what would be described as a domestic dispute over there in Bronx, New York. Her lifeless body was found last Saturday with multiple knife wounds all over her upper body. Authorities say that they discovered the victim, presently on your screen, Tamara Rowe, with wounds to her chest and right arm. Yesterday when I spoke about it, I didn't have a picture. Now this is the picture of the now deceased Jamaican female. It is said that she was transported to the hospital where she succumbed to her wounds whilst undergoing treatment. Police sources stated that her loss of life stemmed from a domestic dispute gone wrong. Jaja God, me I tell you, it's rough. Condolences to the bereaved families. Now, the first thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps, is that a 28-year-old security guard is to appear before the St. Catherine Parish Court on July 1st to answer to several gun-related charges. Now, the accused has since been identified as Travis Palmer, said to be of a Sandpiper Avenue address in New Harbour village in Old Harbour. Now, he has been charged in relation to a violent incident in Portmore earlier this year, in which a firearm was allegedly discharged during a struggle inside a moving vehicle. The incident reportedly took place on Saturday, January 18th on Waterford Parkway in Portmore, St. Catherine. Now, reports reaching on the Spot News Media would suggest that a woman and a man were seated inside a Subaru motor vehicle when Palmer allegedly approached and opened the front passenger door with the woman seated inside. It is said that he reportedly entered the vehicle and placed his hand around the woman's neck, then pulled a firearm from his waistband and pointed it at both occupants. A struggle reportedly ensued inside the still moving vehicle. During the altercation, it is said that the security guard, that's Palmer, allegedly beat the man on his left hand and discharged one round from a firearm. The vehicle crashed into a railing. Both victims walk away from the scene of the crash and later filed a report at the police station. Now, Palmer surrendered to the police on Monday and handed over his licensed firearm, which is a Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol along with 44 rounds of ammunition. He was later charged with unauthorized possession of firearm, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and assault at common law and discharge of a firearm in any place. Now, as it relates to a licensed firearm, yes, you can be charged for using your licensed firearm, and then it will be deemed illegal because you used your licensed firearm to commit a felony. That's how the law works. Yeah, man. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps, is that them three men are missing at sea, and the police and the Coast Guard is presently searching for them. Now, they have been missing since Friday, June 27th. So, according to reports reaching on the Spot News Media, is that the three men left the Marine Police Division at the Kingston waterfront sometime around 4:30 a.m. on Friday to go fishing. Their boat, which is usually docked near the station, has not yet been returned. So the missing fishermen have since been identified as 71-year-old Leston Duncan Sr., also known as Fat Jaw, his 29-year-old son Leston Duncan Jr., known as Tat, and their 24-year-old cousin Kamarley Nelson, who goes by the nickname of Quick. Now, Duncan Sr.'s daughter, that's Simone Duffus, says that the family grew concerned when the men failed to return at their usual time. We're going to hear from the daughter as she weighs in on the disappearance of her brother and father. Boy, me I tell him my peeps. The thing rough. Now listen.
Upon realizing in the evening that the boat was being seen at the usual parking area, when the boat was seen, my stepmother was contacted asking if he was there. So based on that, we become suspicious because my dad would normally come in by between anytime 1:30 to 4 o'clock. And because of not seeing him, we alert the Marine Police and a search was conducted. It's still being conducted. So we're just here hoping, praying that we get some news, something to say if they are either drift to somewhere else from their normal place that they normally fishing. We just want them home. He's always talking that he wants to go to fishing, and he took the opportunity for the first time and went along with my father, my brother, who is a regular fisherman. My father's been doing fishing from age 9, so over the period of years, now he's 71, so he can check the years. Most people know him across this section. Some know him back in Old Harbour. I just can't come to the grips that not knowing that my father is not home. His wife is at home right now, trying to cope. We have to be strong for her. Hopefully, I don't know when we can get a closure. We can hear something, a positive news. We are not looking for nothing negative, but positivity. We are praying that Father God, Jehovah will show us something, help to let somebody see them wherever they are and bring them home back to us.
So in the meantime, the Marine Police have confirmed that multiple search operations have been carried out in targeted areas, with more searches being planned. The Jamaica Defence Force, JDF Coast Guard, and the JDF Air Wing has also joined in the ongoing efforts to locate the missing fishermen. So anyone out there knowing these faces and knowing their whereabouts, please contact the JDF or the JCF Coast Guards. Now the next thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps, is coming out of the St. Ann Police Division. The parish known as the Garden Parish, where On The Spot News Media have warned the police over and over again to start paying keen attention to certain criminal hotspots, because a lot of importees have invaded your parish, and these criminal elements is going to cause an uptick in crime and violence, and it is presently being played out. Now 2 brothers get caught up, one fatally so, in a gun attack at their home in a rural community in St. Ann known as Snow Hill in Pimento Walk. Yeah, man. Now the brother will end up lose Fim 3 Pines, just 19 years old, identified as Jaheim Brown, and his 17-year-old brother is presently in the hospital battling for their life. So reports reaching On The Spot News Media would suggest that sometime around 6:30 a.m. the brothers were home when they were attacked and conned up by criminal elements. They were assisted to the hospital where Brown was pronounced you know what, and the brother admitted in serious condition. No motive has yet been established for that deadly attack. The Ocho Criminal Investigation Branch is presently probing that matter. Now we don't know for sure the personality of Jaheim Brown, the 19-year-old, will end up lose Fim 3 Pines, or if he was the intended target. But On The Spot News Media will most definitely be keeping close tabs on this one and update you subsequently. Now the next thing that we are going to talk about, my peeps, is that the Era 5 police is now promising sustained crackdown on crime. And I'm glad the Assistant Commissioner of Police, who is in charge of Era 5, had that to say, because the main story definitely falls within the Era 5 Police Division. Yeah, man. So the Era 5 Police are promising swift and sustained crackdown in communities grappling with crime and violence. So Assistant Commissioner of Police, Christopher Phillips, head of the Era 5 Police, says that as citizens and members of the police force continue to fall victim to criminals, law enforcement officials remains relentless in their pursuit of peace and stability as they look to build on the historic declines in serious crimes across the country. Now we're going to hear from ACP Christopher Phillips as he weighs in on this latest spate of crime reduction in his policing area. He states that the police will bring to book those responsible for causing mayhem across all divisions. Now listen.
Those who still dare to commit crimes because some persons are still doing big man work in our country, running up and down and think we don't know what's happening. I want to send a strong message that we know who you are and we will find you. Our intelligence gathering and strategic partnerships are very good. And it's only a matter of time, just a matter of time, before we bring some of these persons to justice. 84 murders within Era 5 is still too much. In fact, when I leave here, I'm going to the funeral of Sergeant Bain, who was shot and killed in Criminalz case, Criminalz on that case.
So Assistant Commissioner of Police Phillips was speaking on Sunday at Waterford Police Annual Church Service at the Miracle Open Bible Church in Portmore, St. Catherine. Now for those who don't know, the Era 5 comprises of the St. Catherine North and South Police Division that are Portmore 100 man and all of them stationed where fall under 100 man, and the St. Catherine North Police Division that are Spanish Town and its environs. And also the St. Thomas Police Division falls under the Era 5 command, and also the St. Andrew North Police Division that are Constant Spring and its environs. Now we're going to talk about Old Harbour. Old Harbour Police Station falls under the St. Catherine South Police Division, so that falls within the Era 5 Police Division. So we're going to talk about Old Harbour in the day. And we have seen where the police them ramping up them efforts basically for stem the level of crime and violence in that particular space. Now over the years we have seen many criminal elements come and many criminal elements go. But we have a noted few that has been long-standing and is still there presently, using their political contacts, using their political ties, using their contacts that they have within the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and just using intimidatory tactics to control certain sections of the whole harbour space for years. And we're going to look for one of those, or should I say some of those noted persons. And one name would definitely ring a bell in the ears of most, if not all, of the residents of Old Harbour. We are talking about this criminal element here, presently on your screen, known as Bobby Lexus. And points to note, this is not a recent photo of Bobby Lexus, but for those who know him would definitely know say Bobby Lexus this nonetheless. Now Bobby Lexus is the name that he goes by in the streets, but for those who is closer to him would know that his correct name is Hugh Robinson. Yeah man. Now this brother here has been wreaking havoc in the whole harbour space for a mighty long time. His criminal career spanned over some 25 to 30 years. This criminal element has had his fair share of run-ins with the law, but remains somehow untouchable. We have seen the change of command in the whole harbour space and in the St. Catherine South Police Division over the years, but Bobby Lexus still remains a long-standing criminal element that has not been touched. And even if he has been touched, but not touched in a way where it has shaken his criminal empire. He has lost sons in the criminal gang war. He has lost baby mothers in criminal conflicts. He has lost a lot of friends and close family members in criminal gang war. He lost a son by the name of Pancho to the hands of the criminal element known as a Boxer, who was taken out by the police some time ago. So you can definitely know for sure how long Bobby Lexus has been reigning. Now he is one of Old Harbour's main contributors of crime and violence. Even the criminal element that he's now going up against, known as Roofy 2 or Roofy 2. He was once the supreme commander of his now arch rival. It's just that them fall out over the years when Roofy 2 end up going to jail and Bobby Lexus' son, who is known as Little Bobby, disrespect him. And of course, Roofy 2 end up did lose a very good friend known as John. And him take it to heart and come out and decide to split from Bobby Lexus and do Femone thing. And is now one of his arch nemesis. Now Bobby Lexus and his son, Little Bobby. Dangerous combination. And because of Bobby Lexus' long-standing control in the Old Harbour, it's like he's now seen as an elder, as a businessman, and not the main contributor and the controller of a criminal network. He has close relations with certain police officers in Old Harbour. We have some serious talk on the ground. So ACP Phillips, I should have stated, you need to take a look into the hierarchy of the Old Harbour police station. A police station that need to shift up and shake up because some man were there too long have close affiliation with these criminal networks and are benefiting from it. Hence the reason why nothing is being done. Now Bobby Lexus give him son the reins over a lot of places. We are talking about Market Lane. We are talking about down in Africa. We are talking about the whole of them like a place there. I'm son really control certain places on behalf of the father. Because Bobby Lexus not really too stay in a place, because him a little bit smarter than the average bear. Because say with age comes with experience. And Bobby Lexus have been around for quite some time. So he has strong ties and connections in Linstead. He also have strong ties and connections in Mandeville. And he also have strong ties and connections down in the Old Harbour Bay space. Now we have some names that we really need to make you, the regular members of Chan Public, know about. Because those, or should I say, these names that I will be speaking on are the main contributors to crime and violence in the Old Harbour. So the man who head the list is Bobby Lexus, of course. The man who seconds that list is Roofy 2, Bobby Lexus, arch rival. The next criminal element we are talking about, Bobby Lexus, small son of them call Little Bobby. You have a next criminal element known as Zaya. Real old dirty corner boy. Now Zaya, film name did a call up in a Naya, fatal knockings and clappings. So I'm pretty sure that everybody would know that particular name. Now you have a next one where they are jail where them call Hot Tool. dangerous youth could control a section, a Sandy Bay, down a Hungry Town, and other areas. Now these criminal elements are hell-bent in the continuation of wreaking havoc in the whole Harbour space. Now on the spot, news media also get some information that Langsville Park are going to start a new segment of the scheme. I will get to understand, say, two criminal organizations. One goes by the name of Rich Badness, that is controlled by a criminal element known as Demon. You have a next criminal network known as Corrupt Badness, who is controlled by another criminal element known as Tutu. So Tutu control Corrupt Badness, Demon control Rich Badness. Now both criminal organizations has come together and stated clearly that a them are going to run off the new project of Langsville Park to collect the extortion. Now these two criminal organizations are heavily armed criminal organizations. Whole heap of gun the boy them have round there. Yeah man. And them get most of them strapped there, you know, on behalf of our dearly beloved fishermen. And the fishermen them go out upon the boat and carrying the whole heap of strap them and collect a bag of money from these criminal elements. So the fisher folk, the innocent, so-called innocent fisher folk, is also contributing to the demise of our dearly beloved island home, Jamaica. So I do encourage the Coast Guard and the Marine Police to make sure so them dig up under them fish there. Because some of the time, some whole heap of strap lay down underneath the hundreds of pounds of fish coming in on our island shores. Now there's a certain political representative in our whole harbour. I'm not going to state which side of the political divide them depend yet, just yet. But for those who know, would I definitely know who Farin and Smith Lane. Now that certain political representative, Farin be a criminal element from Rona Smith Lane, and has made a certain utterance stating that when them party win, so now you know which political divide me I talk about, the Commissioner of Police will be booted, and then the police won't be able to do what they're doing presently, and they're making reference to the police cleaning house. So that particular political representative gots to go, yeah man. So if that is the plan from that political divide, we know have a next thing coming, because the Commissioner of Police is definitely going nowhere. This man is doing a really good job, and we will not allow whether the JLP or the PNP to play politics with the lives of our Jamaican people. So anyone from either political divide that comes up against the Commissioner of Police, they have to leave. Yeah man. Right they say it start, right they say it stop. So the two main persons in our whole harbour that the police need to focus on, and those two persons, Roofy 2, Bobby Lexus, and all their affiliates, needs to go for Old Harbour to get the proper cleanup that needs to be done in that particular space. Now Roofy 2 and Bobby Lexus have been at it for a while now. So Boxer did end up go lick down Poncho, that a Bobby Lexus son. And Roofy 2 did end up go lick down Poncho mother, that a Bobby Lexus baby mother, him son mother. Then right after that, little Bobby, that a Bobby Lexus son, go lick down Roofy father, brother with them call Jaja. Then Roofy send go lick down Bobby Lexus brother, a brother with them call Ruga. Then Bobby Lexus now, Fame son, go lick down Roofy too, baby mother. So you can see say is a tit for tat type of thing a go on with them today. And them continuously use the younger youths them now for carry out them knockings and clappings. Now, a whole heap of the young youth them in our place, so say rise up and get rich and start drive big Hardy. When time I say big Hardy, you definitely know who me I talk about, right there so. Whole heap of them a drive Hardy, whole heap of them a drive big vehicle, big Benz and BM. I wanna think them youth they get rich right now. Bobby Lexus and Roofy too. A two of the man them where whole heap of criminal elements and right across Jamaica use them for carry out certain hits. So them get the contract, and we not talk about no work contract, nor the road work contract, nor no bushing contract. We are talking about knockings and clappings contract. So them get the contract them now, and it down to the little youth them for carry out the knockings and clappings, and the little youth them so them start eat food and buy big vehicle and start live big in our place. Yeah man. So we definitely have to clean up Old Harbour a certain type of way. And we have to start with the head, dig out the root, so the tree will fall apart. And Bobby Lexus and Roofy too, right now, are them that. Yeah man, and by extension, Little Bobby. So that is points to note for the authorities to take note of and put the necessary things in place to rid the Old Harbour of these known criminal elements. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in a subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.